Hey there, Wandering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this special titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity secrets in love, dating, and super coupling. In today's viewer-requested titillating tabloid tarot, we're taking a peek at musical exes whose fans want an update on their current connection. We are tossing SHAWN Mendes and CAMILA CABELLO back into the spotlight to be tabloid tarot. So let's see what sensational headline we have for SHAWN and CAMILA now. Okay, we have here lovers, a passionate connection, shared vision and values, loss, bereavement, sorrow, damage, romance, and I hope the future will bring us together. So here it does seem like there is a passion, romantic connection that they share. Maybe one or both of them are missing that connection, and someone is, hoping that things will kind of change so that they can find their way back to each other. But let's explore the titillating tidbits of this sad love loss story. So I'm going to go ahead and put out the cards, and I'll go through the meanings and their positions. Okay, so the card at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy of this reading, we have the Justice card. It's a sense of like balance and truth and honesty, and kind of things will work out the way that they need to work out. So here, in terms of their current connection, we have the Seven of Swords. In terms of SHAWN being on this side and CAMILA being on this side, SHAWN's feelings, perspectives about their connection, we have the Four of Pentacles. In terms of CAMILA's perspective, feelings about their connection, we have the Knight of Wands. In terms of what kind of draws them together and even what pulls them apart is the King of Swords. In terms of like their dating environment, their external influences, for SHAWN we have the Two of Pentacles, and for CAMILA we have the Six of Cups. In terms of how SHAWN sees their future together, we have the Nine of Pentacles. How CAMILA sees it together, we have the Nine of Wands. What could potentially change the course of their connection, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So here, the Seven of Swords as their current connection, indicating kind of a sense of, this is liar, stealer, cheater type of vibes. It's a sense of kind of sneaking around. As terms of their current connection, it's almost making me think about these cards here. Like someone is really torn about this, and I get a sense of like, I'm going to say based on the interview that CAMILA did in a podcast recently that kind of talked about, how it's cool to have breakup sex, sex with your ex, and how when her and SHAWN got back together the last time, it was something like, maybe she missed it and just wanted to have a fling. But to me, it's almost as if there is someone else, and I think it's Shawn, who was hoping for something more than just breakup sex and a fling. And it could be that there is a sense of hiding or sneaking around in the sense of not being honest about what they want. And I think it's interesting about this Justice card being the influencing energy, like this sense of being honest and communication here. So I feel like that honesty is not really occurring between them. In terms of Shawn's perspective with the Four of Pentacles here, it's almost as if Shawn is, I see Shawn as the person kind of crossing their arms, like wanting to be recognized, trying to just almost like hold back, and kind of hoping that Camilla like sees what's really going on with him. But I feel like he's the one holding back here. You see this like loss, this little kid holding a puppy. It's almost like this arms cross is the more passive aggressive adult version of dealing with that loss. In terms of Camilla's perspectives or feelings about their connection, this Knight of Wands, almost a sense of like, hey, if I feel like those urges kicking in, I feel like that like romance is going to, like romantic energy is stirring, like I'm going to jump on that. In terms of this King of Swords, like what draws them together, what pulls them apart, it's almost a sense of trying to be rational, trying to be reasonable, trying to like make decisions about what they need to move forward. And I think those decisions that they make, perhaps they make it like trying to be totally detached from their heart, trying to be totally reasonable. And that is also kind of like this makes it so it's easier for them to connect when it's almost like just the facts almost, because when their emotions get mixed up with the communication, it almost turns into this withholding. So I feel like the way they do communicate is just the facts without necessarily allowing their true emotions in there. I would say it's probably more Shawn than Camilla, because you got these pentacles over here for Shawn, and that's just like practical. Someone who is being responsible, reasonable, trying to just see things as they are. So let's get into like their dating environment, what's kind of influencing them. So for Shawn, we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like he's got kind of options, not necessarily being committed to one person or another. I know there was talk about him dating Charlie Travers, and that she moved in with him back in like December. But that was like 4 months ago. And if they haven't had pictures of Shawn and Charlie leaving in his home and coming back to his home, I'm going to say that that was just her going over to give him like a massage or some like yoga session or do her laundry and not moving in. So, but I think that Shawn is trying to have fun, but he's trying to kind of focus on himself as well and trying to maintain his balance and being practical when it comes to love. In terms of Camilla's dating environment influences, we have here the Six of Cups. So it could be that, you know, maybe since that that interview, she's been reflecting more about her past, but she definitely, it's as if the people that she has dated help to remind her how much she kind of enjoyed being with Shawn. And like there was a time where the emotions that she shared with him were, I guess, more innocent and raw, as opposed to how they might communicate with just like the facts now. I can just imagine a text being, "Hey, just checking in, wanted to say hi, and how are you doing?" And the response being, "I'm great, loving life, hope you're doing well too." And kind of just like, maybe even not that, maybe it's just like, "I'm doing okay," or "I'm doing as expected," even. No, I would say Camilla is probably more like wanting to infuse this sense of energy in her life. And I think Shawn is more kind of just, he would probably just say, "I'm okay. I'm doing A, B, and C." I think Camilla would put more emphasis, more energy into her response based on these cards. But in terms of their future together and that energy, you can see for Camilla in this 9 of Wands, it's a sense of just feeling like drained of energy, just tired of it, just like not really seeing where things are going or coming. And for Shawn, I think with this 9 of Pentacles and the focus more on being independent, I feel like he sees that whatever their future together is, that he is going to take care of himself, that he is going to make sure that he is living a life of the life that he feels supports him mentally and physically, emotionally, spiritually. So I still feel like, at least for their immediate future, he's still working on himself, and she's still like not really interested in putting more energy in that connection. And in terms of what could change the course of this connection with the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like if, I don't know the odds of this actually happening, but if they found themselves in a situation where they would interact more and see each other in an environment that is kind of more, I would say, familial, more just like your friends, your family, your basic community that you feel that you're contributing and being a part of. And I would say, not, this to me doesn't indicate like being at Coachella. I feel like it's more of a not kind of going somewhere and being seen and seeing people, but just being with the people that you care about. Maybe even connecting with family members or former friends of each other that could potentially change the course of that connection. Like, for example, if maybe some assistant or former assistant of Shawn's started, hanging out or talking more with Camilla, and just kind of a sense of like that connection of wanting to, the people that they want to share their day-to-day lives with, kind of being able to somehow overlap. I think that would change the course of their connection and make it less about just the facts or just like removing that emotion. But yeah, I think I want to take a look at the couple cards under this Justice card, the sense of like honesty, communication, and things working out the way they need to. We have the Fool and the Page of Pentacles here. So this is a sense to me of like new beginnings, and also that Page of Pentacles, like really wanting to be a part of nature even. learning something new. So to me, if they had like an honest communication with each other and possibly in a very neutral environment, not just like the facts, but around people that they trusted, like in this 10 of Pentacles, in that setting, they could kind of just, they might be surprised about the connection that they share and those new discoveries, or what they can rediscover in each other, I would say. So this is what I have for you. I hope it provides a helpful perspective of what's going on with Shawn and Camilla. Thank you for watching this titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot, and we'll see you next time. Take care.